is the back of the black outfit here.
Okay. So where are you staying over here?
We're staying in number 1 in the caravan park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've had our moments, but okay, so we've met a lovely couple, and yeah, that's it. And so this is Wave Rock, and absolutely amazing formation. Seen tons and tons of pictures of it, and so I will actually take a few shots. Just gorgeous. So put that on. This morning I took some shots, and this is the sort of fauna around it, which is pretty red hot. Not to mention all the rocks with their water around there. So with a GoPro, it's really handy, and apparently there's a set of stairs, so we're going to do that. I'm glad that I don't have to actually climb up here, because boy, that is amazing. So you'll just hear the camera going off as I... Fantastic. I'll probably end up sweating. So you've got a board here, and we'll have a look at that, and I can actually save that. And granite shaped by water, yeah. So there's this sign, and there's more waves on top of the rock. Yeah, incredible, just beautiful. So that's well worth it. So that makes one. Like everything, with water coming down over this side, and amazing, you just see the layers. How are you?
Hi. I'm good.
Finally stopped misty rain. Well, hopefully not. Okay, so when Europeans, that'd be typical. Okay, all right. There's a variety of them, 4. So these are a bit freaky. Okay. Lucky I got good shoes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here's another. So even if I did get washed out, you can actually see. I need to actually open this right up. Beautiful. Quite remarkable. You can just see the rock, a little bit of water. Pergola gets about a 3 out of 10. But then it's purely, oh, there's a nice little moss down there. Obviously doesn't see, look at the size of the little flowers, eh? And they're beautiful. Okay. Good old carbon dating. We talk with absolute assurance that it's 130 million years old, because one of our local historians was here checking it out. Okay, so this is the wall of the town's water supply, and wear sensible shoes, in other words not high heels, thongs, probably not a good deal. And when it's wet it can be slippery. It's not too bad. These shoes are really grippy. You can just see the wall of the dam through there, right the way through, and then the stairs up. And it is steep. And there's our dam. So holding a good amount of water. Quite good. The area. Idiots don't walk on it, which is fair enough. And then have a look at that. Beautiful white ones. And there's the barriers made to pick up the rain. Alright, so we've got chains, so it's probably wise to use them, although they're loose. Okay. Well, they look like a few concrete pavers. Alright, so there's the catchment wall, 30 hectares. Wow. And then along there, okay. All right. Take it very steady up over the top. Very coarse stone, which is really good. Beautiful. Oh, this little rock right here. It's hard to tell, but less than an hour ago at the caravan park you could see not much. I love the watercourse so far, just fantastic. Just very wet area. More moss. Another rock pool just over here. Should have bought me fishing rod, but no, just another pool. Go back a bit. red flowers in amongst. Just a beautiful waterway. Lovely. Someone puts his arm and shoulder in there. Okay. Yeah, you can see where the water's been running down. Looking at that tree, look at that. And lots of water through here. You can see it coming out. Beautiful. Lots of little rockaways, and it's starting to just drizzle. Might probably wouldn't have fit underneath one of those. Over here I would. Let's just have a look. You see the rain all coming through. It's not that far from where the car is. Okay. Well, expanding through, and then over here it's pretty clear. So I'm going to try and navigate as far away from any moss, and we can see just how many places like it where there is moss everywhere. So it seems to me this is the track that most people take. I love that. Just beautiful. Yeah, look at that. Another look at the rock. Through here. Beautiful. Conditions. So the weather's sort of heading across in that direction, and over here not looking too bad. It must be right there. Beautiful. Good size. Just awesome. One of the advantages of the GoPro. Something like 93 seals water seals, which is pretty amazing. You can see a white sign over there, so I can only assume that we end up with have a look at the length of this water. Square pavers, I don't know if that's a representation of what's there. Can't be sure. Pretty amazing. So for water collection out here, absolutely critical. As bad as what the moss looks like. So far, my footing has been fine, but got to be really careful. Moss. No spikes, no shoes. Okay. And it's very rocky and rotund. You can actually see it right through there. It's quite beautiful. Yeah, I can see right down that end there it shallows out. Wow, sort of shallows out. You wouldn't want to go sharp left past this section, but you can see the rocks, and some of them have been smashed up. C18, so that's where I am. So up this end is the hippo's yawn somewhere, so we'll have a look for that. It's another moss and grass under the holes. And steer well clear. That on my left looks really wet. So I'll just keep on going until it almost shallows out. So right to that point up there, and then I'll slowly work my way back. I'm pretty sure that many other people would have done something similar. So when you do holidays in winter, not very often do you get it as wet as what we've had. So we've had rain at Coolgardie, Euclid was okay, that was quite fine. Yeah. Must be cold, my nose is running. Okay. Yeah. Alright. I've got to follow down this water course here. I think it's not much good me going there and then travelling along. I think that's as far as it goes. So, just step by step. And there are little steps. Yeah. There we go. A little bit more A lot of water here, as it would be. Okay. Going across is a bit of a pain, and I want to get a roll up. Okay. Usually when you're almost there is where you have to be really careful. So we are here, life on the edge. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Just picturesque. So I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting the break in the weather, the way it looked, and it was certainly terrible. All right, I'll take a shot through here. Around a bit of water. There we go. And there's another layer of rock on top of a rock. Surely that hole's not the hippo's yawn. But you never know. I would have thought it'd be much bigger. But amazing that you would just have, and I guess you could think of that, makes you wonder. Okay. Everyone's looking at that. I'm looking at this. What a fantastic hippo's yawn loop. More of those. I call them lichen, I'm not very sure. So you've got the monster and you've got these red that are very similar. Beautiful looking. And then along here, you just have this fantastic cutaway of the track. It's been obviously heavy rain. And that looks pretty special. Beautiful. Here we go. One of Barry's 5 favourite subjects. And there it is there. Let's have a look. Open it up, the aperture, and bit more here. Look at that. It's waving in the wind. Just drifting forward and back. Can't smell it. Little granite boulders down the bottom there. I guess it's a little bit like how you feel when you look at something such as picturesque as this, and it's okay to be amazed just how it's left, and then wow, see the light shimmering off of that. And like a vein up here, sort of like a good thing they didn't find gold here, or else they would have blown the thing to smithereens and crushed it. Wonderful quote in Kalgoorlie: costs more money in net worth to actually mine what's in there. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. And that would be right. So you can go through and just look. See the light just scattering off of the water, trapped in the little holes. Small shallow pools, hundreds of them. Quite beautiful. Oof. And little runoffs that just go in, and it's not surprising that the brush is flourishing here because all the water is coming off the rocks, and here it is running down and into this area. A couple of lovely acacia, I think they're called, buds there. My camera knew exactly what I was pointing at. Good weather for it. Here's another. Just beautiful. Take that back. The walkers had a knee patch. My knees have been a little bit sore. Are they comfortable? Okay, here we go. Now I'm just going to open up the focus here. Just that cloud sitting over the top. Just tempting. And there's the start of Wave Rock. So I've gone the circuit So we did the 25 minutes, 1.4 easy grade apparently, and I didn't think it was too bad. Very clean around here, not much rubbish, which is a real bonus. There we go. Look at that. That's just begging to be taken. And we got lots of rocks, granite with holes in them. And then we've got our other fauna. Just lovely. Through there, and even this, just the what's all, except for these lights. And we're back to the car park. We'll just have a look at the kata walking tours, which is probably good for some people.